The Mediterranean dawn breaks over restless waves, but for the fishermen, the chase began long before sunrise. The air is thick with salt and anticipation. Beneath the surface, the giants move. Atlantic bluefin tuna, torpedoes of muscle, some heavier than a car. For these crews, this is more than a job, it's a high-stakes obsession. Every eye scans the horizon for the flicker of a fin, a ripple, any sign of the prize. This is the front line of one of Europe's most dramatic industries. The bluefin season is short, intense, and everything is on the line. A single fish can be worth tens of thousands of euros. The boats are powerful, the crews a brotherhood forged by tradition and necessity. Generations have learned the sea's secrets, now blending old wisdom with high-tech gear. The pressure is immense, not just to catch, but to do it right, to ensure these giants endure. Imagine a fish so big it takes a team and a crane to land it. Bluefin swim at over 40 miles per hour, crossing oceans, apex predators of the deep. For a few frantic weeks, the fishermen hunt them in a modern-day gold rush. The radio crackles with Spanish, Italian, French, Croatian, all chasing the ultimate catch. When a school is spotted, calm explodes into action. Orders fly, ropes are thrown, and the massive purse seine net is deployed with practiced speed. The crew must encircle the school before the powerful fish dive and escape. It's a moment of pure adrenaline, a battle of wits and strength. Fortunes are made or lost in these frantic minutes. The chase is everything. The roar of engines, the shouts, the dance of the net, this is where legends are born. The scale is staggering, the stakes enormous. For these fishermen, every catch is a test of skill, nerve, and tradition. The Mediterranean sun bears down as the drama unfolds. Here, the ancient and the modern collide on the open sea. The bluefin's fate and the fisherman's hangs in the balance. This is the world of the silver giants. The hunt is relentless, the reward immense, and it all happens in the blink of an eye. Why all the fuss over bluefin? It's simple, the flesh. Bluefin tuna meat, especially the prized otoro belly, is rich, fatty, and melts in your mouth. This isn't supermarket tuna, it's a luxury, a delicacy commanding huge prices in Tokyo and beyond. A single top-quality bluefin can fetch hundreds of thousands, sometimes even over €1,000,000. This value drives the industry, funding boats, gear, and crew, but it also puts immense pressure on the species. Global demand is insatiable. Chefs and diners worldwide crave the experience. The Mediterranean has become a fiercely competitive fishing ground. Decades of intense hunting nearly pushed bluefin to collapse. The rarity and difficulty of the catch only add to its mystique and price. You can't farm bluefin like salmon. They're wild, powerful, and elusive. Catching one requires skill, knowledge, and luck. Every part of the fish is graded, otoro, chutoro, akami, each with its own value. The grading is as precise as diamond cutting, based on fat, color, texture, and handling. When you eat bluefin, you taste the story, the hunt, the struggle, the expertise. It's a culinary status symbol, a treasure of the ocean. The attention to detail makes bluefin the undisputed king of the sea. Its story is one of luxury, rarity, and the relentless pursuit of perfection. That's why bluefin reigns supreme. Finding bluefin is the first challenge. The Mediterranean is vast, and the tuna are always moving. The search is high-tech spotter planes soar above, scanning for dark shadows or frenzied seabirds. When a school is found, the pilot radios the fleet that chases on. Purse seiners, built for speed, race to the coordinates. On deck, the crew readies a mile-long net designed to encircle the entire school. A skiff pulls one end while the main vessel circles, paying out the net. Timing and coordination are everything. A mistake means tangled nets or lost fish. The tuna, powerful swimmers, try to dive and escape before the net closes. The captain shouts orders, winches groan, and the crew moves with practiced urgency. Once the purse string is pulled, the tuna are trapped, but the work isn't over. Hauling the heavy, waterlogged net takes hours of muscle and teamwork. The crew slowly reduces the space, bringing the fish to the surface. It's a slow, methodical process. One slip, and the catch could be lost. The hunt may be over, but the battle to bring the giants aboard has just begun. Every step is a test of nerve and skill. The sea offers no second chances. Success means a fortune, failure, a season lost. This is fishing at its most intense. With the net tight, the water churns. Hundreds of massive tuna thrash, silver and blue flashing in chaos. They're trapped, but not defeated. Their power strains the net and the crew's resolve. The deck becomes a battleground. White water, slapping tails, and the thunder of giant bodies. Getting these giants aboard is the most dangerous part. Each tuna can weigh hundreds of kilos. A wrong move can mean injury or worse. The crew uses cranes, hooks, and sometimes divers to guide the fish. It's a test of strength, timing, and courage. As each fish is hoisted, its size and beauty are undeniable, streamlined, metallic blue fading to silver. But there's no time to admire. Speed is everything. The quality and price depend on how quickly and carefully the fish is processed. The crew moves with practiced efficiency, each man knowing his role. The battle against the fish ends. The race against time begins. The noise, the teamwork, the urgency. It's a gritty, exhausting job. Far from the serene restaurant, this is the raw reality behind a luxury meal. Here, every second counts. This is the heart of the hunt. To understand the tuna chase, you must know the people behind it. These are men shaped by sun and sea, with stories etched in weathered faces. Take Marco, a Sicilian captain, third-generation fisherman, inheritor of tradition and risk. For him, the sea is identity, not just livelihood. Across the Mediterranean, from Spain to Italy, these traditions run deep. The season is a community event. Families gather, boys dream of joining the crew. Pride comes from reading the water, enduring hardship, and mastering the hunt. But they're realists too. Stocks have declined and recovered. Their future depends on a healthy ocean. Life on board is intense. Close quarters, shared meals, and a brotherhood forged in struggle. Superstitions abound. Never whistle on the boat. Always leave port on a Tuesday. These rituals are a way to cope with the sea's unpredictability. Yet modern challenges loom. The younger generation often chooses other paths. Marco's son is a programmer in Milan, uninterested in a life of salt and risk. The struggle to keep ancient traditions alive is as real as the fight to land a giant tuna. The world changes, but the sea's pull endures. For these fishermen, every season is a battle for survival and legacy. Once a bluefin hits the deck, a new race begins, preserving its quality. The fish is bled and gutted immediately, removing impurities and preventing spoilage. Precision is vital. Any delay can slash the value of a fish worth thousands. Clean tuna are plunged into ice-cold slurry, dropping their core temperature fast. This super chilling keeps the meat firm and vibrant. The boat's hold becomes a floating refrigerator, monitored constantly. The crew is the first link in a cold chain stretching from the Med to Tokyo. The journey to port can take hours or days. During this time, deals are struck by radio. Buyers want numbers, sizes, and quality before the boat even docks. Logistics kick in. Trucks, processing teams, flight schedules. As the harbor lights appear, relief and anticipation mix. The final handover is near. The fish's transformation into a global luxury is about to begin. At the port, organized chaos reigns. As the boat docks, cranes lift the giant tuna onto pallets. This is the moment of truth. Each fish is weighed, its value decided in seconds. The crew watches anxiously. Weeks of work hinge on these numbers. Inside the processing facility, technicians in white coats expertly butcher the tuna. Loins are separated, otoro, chutoro, akami, each inspected and graded for fat, color, and texture. The best cuts are wrapped, packed, and labeled with full traceability. Within hours, boxes are loaded onto refrigerated trucks bound for airports and global markets. A tuna caught Monday in the Med could be on a Tokyo sushi counter by Wednesday. Speed and precision preserve the freshness and the price. Every step is about quality, transparency, and efficiency. The journey from sea to plate is a logistical marvel. For the fishermen, this is the payoff for all their risk and toil. This multi-million-euro industry runs under strict rules for a reason. A decade ago, bluefin stocks were near collapse from overfishing. The international community acted. ICCAT imposed tough quotas, dividing the catch among nations and boats. Every bluefin is tagged and documented. Inspectors verify catches, and vessels are tracked by satellite. Enforcement is rigorous. Illegal fishing is far harder now. At first, some resisted, but most now see these rules as vital for their future. The results are clear. Bluefin stocks are recovering, a rare conservation success. Science cooperation and industry working together have pulled the species back from the brink. The challenge now is balance profitable fishing without risking the stock. Quotas are a constant negotiation, a tightrope between economy and ecology. The system isn't perfect, but it's working. The future of the bluefin and the fishermen depends on it. Sustainability is now at the heart of the hunt. The lesson: with discipline, recovery is possible. The bluefin haul ripples far beyond the boats. It's a cornerstone of coastal economies. The money supports not just fishermen, but truckers, processors, mechanics, and logistics experts. In small towns, the tuna season is a vital economic lifeline. Europe's seafood culture and global reputation are built on this catch. High-end restaurants and markets rely on fresh, sustainable bluefin. But environmental impact is always a concern. Bycatch, carbon footprint, and ecosystem health. Regulations push for innovation, safer nets, fuel efficiency, and minimal impact. The story is one of balance, tradition and technology, economy and ecology. The recovery of bluefin is a hopeful sign that we can learn and adapt. For Europe's coast, the silver giants are more than business. They're a sign the sea's heart still beats strong.